Welcome to Danum Valley in Malaysian Borneo. Welcome to Danum Valley in Malaysian Borneo. This primary rainforest lies in Southeast Asia. Giant dipterocarp trees. Up high sit southern pigtailed macaques. These omnivores act as canopy alarm sentries. Below them, a dark, damp world thrives. Wet leaf litter hides the apex predator. A colossal reticulated python rests completely motionless. She controls the population of forest herbivores. Iridescent geometric scales provide flawless camouflage here. Her milky left eye remains open, watching. This barking deer is a primary prey. Above, the macaque sentry barks a warning.
The monkey sees nothing in the mist.
These organs detect infrared heat radiation perfectly. The warm-blooded Muntjac glows in absolute darkness. The snake flicks her forked tongue out. The Jacobson's organ analyzes the chemical. She locks onto the mammal's exact coordinates. The python does not need visual confirmation. The muntjac takes a fatal step forward. Mud coats its right hoof completely now. It lowers its head to graze blindly. The distance closes to under 3 feet. "100 rear-facing teeth snag the deer. The ambush predator drags her prey down. Massive muscular coils envelope the struggling mammal. This is the lethal science of constriction. The deer's desperate kicks finally fade away. Silence reclaims the damp Bornean forest floor. Gastric acids will dissolve bones and hooves. The scent of blood drifts far outward. It travels through the humid rainforest air. An Asian water monitor lizard smells death. This reptile is the ultimate jungle scavenger. Scavengers prevent disease by eating rotting flesh. A jagged dorsal scale marks its neck. It uses precise olfactory tracking to navigate. The heavily armored lizard approaches the site. It waits patiently for the leftover scraps. In Borneo, absolute nutrient recycling is mandatory. The jungle wastes zero biological energy. The macaque troop moves silently away above. Mammalian life burns with fast, nervous energy. Their high metabolisms require constant caloric intake. Reptiles operate with extreme biological efficiency instead. They are masters of cold-blooded endurance. Digestion will take the python several weeks. The python outweights the frantic mammalian pace. Her ancient anatomical design demands infinite patience. Danum Valley sustains its fragile ecological loop. Ground mist thickens across the sprawling roots. Death fuels new life in the dirt. Deep in the heart of Borneo, a sudden shift begins. Shadows swallow the giant dipterocarp trees again. The colossal serpent sleeps while she digests. Survival requires filling a specific ecological niche. Every single species plays a vital part. This wildlife ecosystem remains perfectly, beautifully balanced. It relies on highly acute auditory tracking. It disperses seeds across the forest floor. The Russian Far East spans 2.4 million square miles. Winter temperatures plunge to negative 30 degrees Celsius. Snowpack reaches incredible depths of nearly 40 inches. Surviving this frozen taiga requires extreme metabolic adaptation. A Eurasian jay monitors the canopy from above. Its specialized memory stores thousands of hidden seed caches. Below, a Siberian roe deer navigates the drifts. It weighs merely 70 pounds in total mass. Foraging beneath the snow burns massive caloric energy. This deer must consume 3 pounds of food daily. But a deadly apex predator stalks this exact grid. The Amur leopard is critically endangered today. Barely 100 individuals remain in the wild. This male weighs 110 pounds. His winter coat is 3 inches thick. Wide paws distribute weight like 10-inch snowshoes. This prevents sinking into the deep, white powder. His core body temperature stays strictly regulated. Golden eyes isolate movement a mile away. Feline night vision is 6 times better than ours. A highly evolved tapetum lucidum reflects minimal light. Dusk lowers the ambient temperature incredibly fast. The roe deer detects a microacoustic shift. Its ears rotate 180 degrees instantly. The jay registers the predator and screams. Sound travels incredibly fast in sub-zero air. The deer accelerates to 35 miles per hour. but the 40-inch snowdrift halts momentum. Thin, sharp hooves pierce straight through the crust. He clears 20 feet in a single bound. The predator closes the final 50-foot gap. A Eurasian lynx avoids the violent collision zone. The lynx weighs 30 pounds less than the leopard. Confronting a top predator guarantees immediate and fatal trauma. Lactic acid floods the deer's exhausted muscles. The leopard strikes with lethal geometric precision. Retractable claws hook into the fleeing prey. A cervical bite severs the spinal cord instantly. The last traces of warmth fade into the freezing 0-degree air. His bite force exceeds 600 psi. The 80-second pursuit ends in sudden death. The predator breathes at 50 breaths per minute. Thermal energy radiates violently from the carcass. This 70-pound meal yields 20,000 calories. Digestion rapidly generates vital internal metabolic heat. The jay maps the kill site for scavenging. Foxes and crows will process the leftover bone. Zero biological matter is wasted in the taiga. The lynx retreats to hunt small rodents instead. The leopard drags 70 pounds up a tree. incredible neck muscles defy the fundamental gravity of the Earth. This protein sustains him for 8 full days. Nighttime drops to -40 degrees Celsius. He rests 20 feet above the frozen ground. His tail acts as a biological thermal scarf. Sunlight penetrates the frozen canopy at dawn. The food chain loop resets itself today. The leopards control the herbivore population density. Without predators, starvation and disease would spread rapidly. The Russian taiga spans millions of frozen acres. It shows absolute zero mercy to physical weakness. Nighttime drops to -40 degrees Celsius. Only biomechanical perfection survives this brutal habitat. Evolved adaptations defeat the freezing ice age conditions. The animals dominate a lethal winter landscape. Ancient cedars witness a beautifully violent cycle. The land of the leopard belongs to him. He is a perfectly calibrated biological machine. A phantom forged in ice and burning fire. Welcome to the roof of the world. Oxygen is scarce in the Himalayas. The Spiti Valley is unforgiving rock. Here, survival demands extreme adaptation. A Himalayan marmot emerges to feed. He must eat before winter arrives. His burrow is his only sanctuary. Danger always circles above him. A Himalayan griffon rides the thermals. Its wingspan, massive feet. It scans the rocks for death. But the real threat walks below. A ghost haunts these scree slopes. The snow leopard is perfectly camouflaged. A long tail provides flawless balance. His pale green eyes lock on. The cat flattens against the earth. He becomes one with the mountain. Every padded footstep is entirely silent. He moves with calculated patience. The distance closes inch by inch. The marmot stands on high alert. A sharp whistle pierces the wind. The alarm echoes across the valley. Other marmots dive into deep burrows. The leopard freezes in his tracks. He does not even blink once. Stillness is his ultimate hunting weapon. Hours pass on the frozen slope. Shadows lengthen across the steep valley. The cold winds begin to howl. The marmot grows slightly too bold. Hunger gnaws at the great cat. He steps away from the hole. He reaches for a dry root. Just 1 inch too far away. The ghost instantly springs into action. Muscles erupt with explosive, sudden power. The cat covers 40 feet rapidly. The marmot scrambles for the burrow. But the leopard is too fast. Giant paws pin the rodent down. The harsh hunt ends in seconds. Silence returns to the barren cliffs. The leopard drags his heavy prize. It seeks shelter among the jagged rocks. Nothing is wasted in this ecosystem. A red fox watches from afar. It smells fresh blood on wind. The scavenger waits for his turn. The fox will eat the scraps. High above, the griffins circle lower. They will clean the final bones. This single death sustains many lives. The food chain is strictly enforced. The leopard finishes his vital meal. He grooms his thick, bloody paws. Energy is restored for the cold. He climbs to a high ridge. The setting sun paints the peaks. He surveys his vast, vertical kingdom. It is painted in gray shades. To vanish completely is to live. The ghost rests on the ledge. Tomorrow, the hunt will begin again. The Spiti Valley never truly sleeps. Nature demands resilience at every turn. The high mountains keep their secrets. The leopard fades into the dusk. Welcome to Savo East. A land of red earth. Here, survival is brutal. The sun punishes the weak. Acacia trees guard their secrets. A king stalks the shadows. He is ancient and massive. A true maneless Tsavo lion. His red coat blends perfectly. Pale eyes calculate every move. Hunger drives his endless patrol. Giants roam this harsh kingdom. They command the highest branches. Their vision spans the horizon. They chew tough acacia leaves. The red earth muffles footsteps. He creeps through dry brush. Ground attacks are pure suicide. The wood is ancient stone. He ascends without a sound. The giant wanders blindly closer. Closes. The lion tastes the wind. He breathes in the dust. The giraffe reaches for branches. The neck lowers just slightly. Timing must be absolute perfection. One slip means total destruction. The massive hooves shift forward, shift forward. The king makes his choice. In the heart of darkness, red dust explodes behind him. He flies through the air. Claws hook the thick neck. Claws hook the thick neck. Weight brings the Titan down. Dust swallows the desperate struggle. The king secures his grip. Silence returns to the savannah. Hyenas gather in the gloom. But they fear his wrath. Above, dark wings circle slowly. Lappet-faced vultures wait their turn. One death sustains 20 lives. His strength is renewed today. This is the Savo way. Giants fall to clever kings. He risked his entire reign. Between the earth and sky. A king learned to fly. The red baobabs stand witness. Predators rarely challenge the titans. One strike brings instant death.
A front kick shatters bone. The lion knows this well. But starvation breeds bold tactics. Shadows lengthen across the savannah. He must eat tonight. Spotted hyenas wait nearby. They laugh in the dusk. They laugh in the dusk. Timing must be absolute perfection. Weight brings the Titan down. Between the earth and sky. Jagged limestone rules this harsh kingdom. Survival here demands absolute balance. This is the raw, beautiful earth. Life clings to the sheer cliffs. A Titan watches from the summit. He is the undisputed Alpine King. His armor is forged in battle from the valleys. The Canadian Rockies pierce the sky. The flock relies on his strength. A grizzly bear scales the rocks. Every step triggers falling rocky debris. Silence breaks across the steep mountain. The ram locks eyes with death. The marmot screams a sharp warning. He calculates the vertical drop instantly. This terrain favors the sure-footed stones. He will not abandon the cliff. Tension builds on the narrow ledge. He steps upward, finding his footing. The bear is massive, but clumsy. The bear opens its massive jaws. The flock scatters in sheer panic. It corners the beast against stone. The rams charge down the slope. A second ram joins the line. Hooves explode against the jagged rocks. They become a devastating alpine avalanche. The brutal impact echoes for miles. It is far too late now. Gravity reclaims the hungry grizzly bear. Dust settles on the empty ledge. The rams stand victorious and unbroken. They return to their peaceful grazing. Far below, the cycle continues onward. Momentum builds with every single leap. A bald eagle spots the remains. It spirals down on thermal currents. Nothing goes to waste up here. The predator becomes the fallen prey. This sustains the harsh alpine ecosystem. Nature demands a brutal, absolute balance. Shadows lengthen across the jagged peaks. The flock rests on the summit. The ram watches the fading sun. His chipped horns tell many stories. He has defended sacred realm, the terrifying heights. Yet life thrives on the edge. Adaptation is the only true law. Master gravity that surrounds you. It seeks constantly to destroy you. The alpine kingdom remains completely untamed. The wild beats with perfect rhythm. Welcome to Kruger National Park.
Here, the sun bakes the dry earth. Survival is an endless, brutal game. Meet the kings of the scrubland. They are massive, imposing, and ancient. A leathery fortress of muscle and bone. Look closely at this veteran bull. His splintered horn tells a violent story. He carries scars from 1,000 battles. Tiny allies ride upon his back. Oxpeckers gorge on ticks and biting flies. The herd moves like a black river. Dust rises into the heavy, hot air. They search for water in the riverbed. But they are never truly alone here. Danger sleeps in the yellow grass. Predators are waking from their daily slumber. Golden eyes open in the deep shade. Lions sense the vibration of heavy hooves. Hunger drives them to hunt the giants. They slip through thorns without a sound. Muscles coil tight beneath her tawny coat. The pride fans out to surround them. The old bull suddenly stops in place. He raises his massive head to smell. A low grunt warns the entire herd. Panic begins to ripple through the ranks. The ambush is triggered with explosive speed. Lions erupt from the dry acacia brush. Claws seek flesh in the choking dust. It is a desperate fight for life. The veteran bull is dragged slowly downward. Death seems inevitable in the brutal dust. This is the unbreakable bovine phalanx. A wall of muscle, fury, and horns. They charge back into the violent fray. Hooves thunder against the baked African soil. They smash into the attacking lion pride. The apex predators are abruptly thrown aside. Raw power shatters the feline assault. The hunters become the violently hunted. Lions scramble up dead trees for safety. The old bull rises to his feet. He shakes off the dust and blood. He breathes heavily in the hot wind. The herd surrounds him in a circle. They wait in silent, imposing defiance. High above, dark shapes circle the sky. Hooded vultures watch the scene unfold. They wait patiently for any scraps. But today, there will be no feast. The pride licks their wounds in defeat. They must wait for another long night. The ecosystem demands balance and immense struggle. Blood must be shed to sustain life. Yet today, the defenders won the battle. The herd slowly resumes its march forward. The old bull takes the lead again. He stands tall against the golden sun. They are bound by an ancient code. Together, they are an unstoppable force. The African bush remains quiet once more. Only the wind whispers through the thorns. Survival is not about running the fastest. It is about enduring. It is about immense courage and unity. They stand shoulder to shoulder, always. They face the teeth of death together. This is the untamed spirit of Africa.